see what Aster does about it. Overall, do you like this lineup coming out from Aster? Do you think this is the right way to go?
I think it could work. It's
Okay.
like a very lane centric lineup. Io Gyro is a strong lane, Puck Tuss is a strong lane, and then they could just last pick an Elk to run on that lineup. That could work for them. And whereas for EHOME, they need to find and initiate. They need some
10
stuns,
seconds
some
remaining.
reliable stuns. Dark Widow does provide stuns, but she's more like a
5
follow up.
seconds
She's not
remaining.
exactly a hero that you want initiating the fights in most cases.
I see. It seems it's going to be interesting because every time I've seen a gyrocopter, the thing is it needs so much farm. That's what I've personally taken
Yeah,
away from this hero.
that's why that's why you need a team around it to help him basically get where he needs. I think the concept of having Io Gyro is you want the other three heroes that constantly fight, maybe not the Elk, but constantly fight so you can farm the whole map. Because Io gives the Gyro a lot of movement speed, so you're able to walk around the map, clear camps really, really quickly, and you have infinite mana. So you want the other heroes to make sure that you can create the necessary space and abuse the relocate, which they already have the Dream Core to abuse the relocate for ganks. And they go for the Nature's Prophet to... It's not exactly a hero with disable, but it seems like this pick is
10
going
seconds
to
remaining.
mean that they have a lot of lane flexibility with the Tro and
5
Nature's
seconds
Prophet. They both can
remaining.
switch lanes, and they're both extremely strong in the laning phase.
And overall, right, like with the Prophet after that laning phase, you can always get behind and make sure you burst down the IO if the Prophet has farm. Or is that not the game plan here?
And that could be an added bonus, but I think the
Right.
main reason that I see Prophet being picked here is they want a strong laner, and they want a hero that can change lanes, and there are not many available, because Razor and Ember are usually the go-to in terms of flex laners, but they are both banned, so this is like a sort of like an unconventional replacement, but I could see it working for them. So Aster has to decide: do they want to pick a more greedy hero so Gyro becomes a supporting core, or do they want to play the game for the Gyro? Can Gyro win us this game? This is the decision that you want to make right now.
Well, Aster, they do have one more decision, and that's this last pick. Does seem like they're. I mean, they could run the offlane puck and get some other mid, I suppose. In this case, for Aster, I wonder what it will be. Doesn't really seem like they're lacking too much on the side of Aster right
No,
now.
they need a win condition hero. I'm not very sure if Gyro can be the win condition hero right now. I mean, if they really believe Gyro is going to be the win condition, they could just pick like a supporting core, like a voice spirit or anything that can just keep fighting.
They have 10 seconds.
Storm seems okayish.
Oh,
They go for the supporting core. So Bristleback is going to try to play the game for the Gyro, defend the towers. So they have this lineup where they have a front line, Bristleback, they have a catch, puck, and a toss. So they're able to abuse the relocate and move around the map, creating chaos. And Bristleback is a hero that can lane. He can lane against Nature's Prophet or the Troll with the Quill Spray. So that's I think an overall excellent choice, and he does benefit from having an IO in the game in case the IO decides to separate from the Gyro. So that's another partner for him.
seems like a very I gotta say, looking at this draft from Aster, while I don't like the gyrocopter too much, I like this draft better than game one. It's
10 seconds remaining.
feels like it's gonna put a bit more of a pace on EHOME.
EHOME kind of feels like, do they actually have the... You say pace on Aster, but I think EHOME might be able to match it with... Because Nature's Prophet, Troll, they're all fast heroes, in terms of how much they can do and how quickly they come online. Troll doesn't need a whole lot of items, and wow, it's actually a mid Troll, yeah? So they want the Troll... It's a carry Nature's Prophet mid Troll. So they want the Troll against the Bristleback. That's a... Wait, no. Bristleback is off lane, right?
Yeah,
Bristleback's off lane.
I believe it should be Chuan on the puck, right, in mid, up against the
But I
troll.
think you don't really want Bristol and Tuss on the same lane. No, I prefer the Puck and Tuss on the same lane. And you want Bristol, but then again, because they might be reacting towards seeing the Nature Prophet as a carry. So they want the Bristleback on the Nature Prophet lane and the Puck on the Troll lane. That's the ideal core to core matchup in the lane.
I should mention as well, I have watched a lot of Silent Nature's Prophet. The man knows how to play this hero. Like, he makes a lot of work happen on this carry Nature's Prophet.
Still not as good as his Lycan. His Lycan is the best.
It is pretty good. I mean, the best, I suppose, if you want to call it that.
He's the Wolfman from China.
He is the Wolfman. Wolverine himself. So, go into it. Game number 2 should be a very, very fun matchup between these two. Very different drafts from both teams. I'm not going to say anything about it being an even game, because I'm not jinxing any more games. No more.
It's okay, go ahead. Look at what happened the last game. It was so interesting.
Alright. Well,
Why not?
I think it
Round
should be an
two.
even game. I think it should be an even game, Winter, okay? I believe, truly believe that.
Not convincing.
I don't have faith in the gyrocopter. I just don't like the hero. I'm telling you right now, every time I watch this hero, it loses. Every time.
It's so obvious. It's like you're saying something that you maybe half believe, but you're trying to make it sound that you actually fully believe it.
Well, let's see what S-C can get done with this gyrocopter. He doesn't have any chrono this time, so it's, no mishaps with that. I think call down and flat cannon's a lot easier to land on your enemy heroes. Should be some fun.
If I'm not mistaken, Call Down has a similar AoE with Chronosphere.
That is true. That is very true. I don't think it's as important to land. Or is
Well, the
it?
new Call Down is different though, to be honest, because it's a long cooldown now and it does more damage. Before it was a shorter cooldown and less damage.
We're going to say hello. Rocket Barrage from SCCC. Faith Beyond, though, does not care. He just keeps running forward. They do get the Brambles, and, well, SCCC at least does get the rune. That'll be a 3-for-1. Aster, good start for them.
We are on the right track for game 3, my friend. In for the long haul.
I like it.
That's convincing. Better than, this is going to be an even game. But the gyrocopter at the back of my mind.
I'm telling you, look, every time I watch it, I'm telling you it loses. I question it every
Which
time.
gyro are you watching?
A lot of them, I watch a lot of, I cast a lot of China games. And that's where they mostly pick it up, mind you. The gyrocopter is very, very popular in this region. Always has been.
Alright, I'll reserve my judgment until I see the game.
Alright.
I'll be fair.
I'll be fair too. So I'll try and reserve some judgment as well. I'll try.
On what? You just made a statement that Gyro is gonna lose the game.
Yeah, I'll take it back. I'll withdraw my statement and reserve my judgment. If I am right, I will remind you later on. They are doing well so far though. Rocket Barrage spam is very nice at level 1, and there's really not much you can do about it.
Well, the lane right now is pushed out all the way to the tower. This is very good for the Underlord. I feel like they have to try to control the wave so they can kill the Underlord. But I'm not sure what is the mindset of the Gyro Island they're going into this lane. Are you feeling that you are the stronger lane, that you want to bully him, or you're just trying to make sure that you get to farm? You don't mind making it like a 50-50 lane, but because the Tusk is coming down right now, so this is going to be a try lane now. After helping the Bristleback secure his levels, he's level 3 now. This is excellent rotation from the Tusk. He's still hiding in the trees. Let's see if he can get anything done here. Oh, he didn't have the stun. He doesn't have homing missile.
He has tag team at least, so they do have a bit of slow here on Faith Beyond, and they'll get started. But Boca was the target of Faith, but he will not find it, and he does lose his life. But now Y rotates down the Dazzle. No kill potential
This
there with
is
the
the correct move, I think. You don't want to be in the lane with the Nature's Prophet against a Bristleback that is already level 3. They just should straight up try lane here. So he's gonna maybe stack some Ancients. Well, wait, the Dazzle is what? Is he actually gonna walk all the way back to top?
He's
What?
doing it for now. Why? He's running all the
Why?
way up.
Why?
That's a good question, and that is also his name. Thank you for that, Winter. I don't know. He'll stack a camp on the way up.
I was just trolling you.
Oh, thank you for that, Winter. He will go up. Sylar
We have to
I
make
guess
some fun. Make it colorful, you know? Make a rotation colorful. A Dazzle TPing into the bot lane and walking all the way top.
you'll pull a wave, although Sylar.
You sound so deflated. Oh, he'll pull away.
XXS gonna say hello to Y. Y will say hello back. I mean, what do you do here up against this Bristleback? It seems like he's pretty healthy.
I think he should be at board though, seriously. Like, look at what the underlord is doing now. He can't do jack shit because he's against a tri-lane.
He is. Just can't do anything. Faith Beyond sitting at level 2.
The Gyro's controlling the wave in the middle of the lane. Unless they have eyes on the tusk, they're not going to be able to come down.
Well, Faith rotating mid now. He's going to have a go at nothing to say. They don't really think they can kill him off.
No way to kill this troll. He's level 5. He's winning the lane against the puck. Look at the puck. Having a tough time.
It's been rough.
Oh, top TP.
TP top, Fade. Has tag team, wants to go on to Y. Y will.
Wow, you're not gonna tag team that heal bomb on the creeps? No.
He committed tag team, but that was it. He just couldn't do anything else.
Go for the runes. Go for the runes. Underlord's a happy chap right now. Now I have 2 heroes in my lane. I can play Dota. Thank you very much.
We do have a lag core from SyncQ. It's been a great start for Aster. We said this game 1 as well, but it's been a really good start. And apart from that mid lane, they definitely have won out every other lane.
Alright, game 1 was an anomaly.
Anomaly?
Anomaly, sorry.
It's a complicated word. Well, Faith at least can farm up now.
I think the game 1 sequence of event in the game itself is more complicated than the word.
It was. It definitely was. Fade. Mid lane on the Tusk again, going to try and rotate. He does have the Orb of Venom and he wants to try for something, but again, I just don't think you kill the troll. You can't.
Yeah, but it's a catapult wave. They want to be around, and I think he placed the Observer Ward as well on the jungle, so Bristleback can have some information whether he's getting ganked or not, and he's all the way back to bot. This is the only lane he can actually kill somebody.
With the creep wave.
Underlord. Faith Bian, key player of EHOME, take him down, win the game.
Brambles gonna lock at least the IO in. Fate though, he's got no way out. So huge Nature's Wrath, and Sylar comes in now. They found one. Snowball to save, but Sylar may clean up. He's got a lot of damage. They'll get another heal bomb out, and SCC's gonna die.
That's 4 heroes from the die, but the Nature's Prophet factor.
But that's huge, right? Like, taking out all the, 3 heroes from the side of Aster, and now a tier 1 push. This is big.
It is big, but I'm not sure if they can push the tower here. Bristleback does the right thing, comes down to defend the tower. That's going to stop any more plans from Dire to push this tower. Things are going very, very well right now for EHOME. Underlord, despite having a hiccup in the lane, he has so far been able to recover, and he's about the same net worth as the Bristleback. And the other 2 lanes are going well for EHOME. They're winning the other 2 lanes. So all in all, 2.5 lanes won for EHOME.
Excellent.
Aster has that miserable 0.5.
0.5 is never any good.
They're not too far behind though. They're just slightly behind.
Yeah, slight net worth. It's not too bad. EHOME, considering the initial start, EHOME's going to be feeling pretty good, and it looks like Aster are going to rotate 4 up top, but Chuan will eventually go back down mid. And what are they doing here? They're just going to farm up some jungle creeps. Looks like EHOME are well aware of their location right now. In fact, they're going to rotate. SyncQ and Y going to be there to make sure Faith Beyond has a decent time, and Curse Crown, Nature's Wrath flying through. Fade is going to be there on the Tusk. We do have Sylar rotating again as Pit of Malice is dropped.
Oh, here comes the puck though.
Dream Coil onto 1. It's only SyncQ. He gets a Shadow Realm off in time, and they're not going to actually capitalize off that Dream Coil. Or maybe they do. Homing missile flies through, but no. Just nobody dies.
What is going on? There's like so much fighting. The gyro is not even level 6 and he's like constantly involved in all these fights. And Bristleback seems like he's the one reaping the fruits out of everything, just farming away, jungling, pushing out the lane.
Definitely is peculiar. I don't remember seeing a gyrocopter rotating this much before level 6.
Pre-level 6. Yeah, pre-level 6 is very weird.
You know, while that's been
like
happening as well, like Nothing to Say is having a great old time with the troll.
I think they just felt like because Bristleback TP bot previously to defend the tower and he didn't have TP or mana, not enough mana to defend the top tower, so Gyro felt like he doesn't want to give the Nature's Prophet the tower, so he just elects to defend the tower even though he doesn't have cooldown. So everything is still going okay for the Radiant, and here comes the smoke. The troll is making his first move of the game.
On a Bristleback though, can they actually do this?
Yes,
They're gonna try.
can believe.
Yeah, they believe, they're hitting him at the back as well, they just don't care, and XXS is
He has
apparently...
no items. A ring of health. No stats. And an arcane ring. 3 armor. That's it.
I thought he was freely farming.
If he had like 600 gold and a ring of health. If he had something else, maybe he would have lived. Say he bought the vitality booster first, so he had more HP, or threads, or phase bursts, anything. Mid lane, we see rotate the troll TPs back to defend this tower. The eventual pressure from Radiant not going to result into anything. They're going to move towards top. They have excellent vision around this area, 3 observer wards, so this is going to be an area that they want to play in.
Which one? He targeted Peter Malice, gonna be there, but he does jaunt out. Take their
Here
outpost
comes
back.
the Gyro again. He's level 6 now.
Well, that's a positive. On a more negative note, Aster have lost both outposts again. So, no 10-minute XP.
I mean, they had a 5k lead at 10 minutes the last game, it didn't work out. So it might actually be better if the game is even in the mindset that you don't have a lead, so you play properly. So you play with a mindset that you don't have a lead and you play with more discipline.
Coach
It gets to you, you know, when you have too much of a easy laning phase, it actually gets to you. It's a mental thing.
Got a degree in psychology, I assume, Winter. By the way, you're talking.
No, I have a degree in hotel management. I work in a hotel. I'm supposed to work in a hotel.
Wow. I bet you're the best hotel manager anyone's ever seen, Winter. I believe in you, sir.
I don't even believe in myself.
Aster, they're gonna make a rotation down bot.
I'm just a poor chef wanting to play Dota.
You're a chef?
Not really, but
Snowball in. They're going after Sal. There's 4 heroes there with the relocate. They couldn't get the terrorize off, and they're gonna find 2. Great rotation. So, Nothing to Say comes in. They're gonna still try and fight this with Y. They actually pick up Chuan.
yep. Look at how they're using it. This is nice. They have the Iron Gyro here, 3 of them here. So they're splitting them up and utilizing the relocate to speed up the dire side. If you look at the dire side lineup, if they're split up with the Dazzle and the Cause, they're not actually as strong. They're strong when they group up with the Treants, they have the Heal Bomb, they have the Grave, they have the Willow, but when the Radiant is doing this, the Underlord is in trouble. No Dark Wave.
Up. Nothing to Say, gonna rotate, doesn't have mana for Battle Trance, now he does. They could really clean up here on Aster though, what a shard's coming out, but it won't be enough Fade. He'll also go down. They'll
All that
allow...
matters is the Gyro stays alive. He's alive.
He does survive. And, I mean, he's getting pretty close now to finishing off that full BKB on the Gyrocopter, so you definitely don't want to see him dying.
He's going first item.
BKB,
But he's level 7. He's level 7. They are sharing way too much experience between the Whis and the Gyro. The Gyro should be a little bit higher level than the Iron.
I guess you mentioned it before, but it's almost like they're treating XXS as their carry, because he's level 11 right now.
Yeah. But he doesn't have a lot of net worth though. He's okay. He's in a reasonable place, but Gyro has a lot more net worth. I would say Gyro is kind of still the number 1 carry. He's the position 1. Bristleback is just a base defender, a tower defender.
You seem to disagree with the first item BKB, and I kind of agree with you on that. I feel like he needs some kind of damage item or some kind of farming item, like something to really escalate that farm. BKB kind of indicates he wants to keep fighting.
Yeah, that's what they've been doing. You know, they are treating the Bristleback as more like a position 1, and he needs to farm a lot. And the Gyro, that's why I always often highlight the mindset of the players. When you're playing the lane, what is the mindset? Do you feel that you have the stronger lane and you want to try to win the lane, or are you feeling that you have the weaker lane, so you're happy with things going even? All the mindset changes how the players approach the game. So right now they are treating the Bristleback. It seems they are treating the Bristleback as the carry.
Fair enough. Aster.
Remember the conversation I had with you at the draft? I'm not sure about whether the Gyro can be a game winner at the last pick. That's why they took a long time to decide it.
I guess they're just gonna ensure that they have a game winner in XXS, just in case.
Just in case. Just in case the Gyro doesn't carry us, right?
Sometimes you've got to have a backup. It usually pays off. I'm sure it'll pay off for Aster. XXS, he's getting there. He's going for a Heaven's Halberd. Once he has the Halberd up, that makes Troll's life much, much harder. Speaking of that Troll, though, he almost has the Diffusal Blade up. In fact, it's on the Courier.
I was kind of expecting the Bristleback might go for very greedy items. Halberd is not really that greedy.
But it works against the Troll, right? Like, he battle trans, just Halberd.
So this leads me to think that they're actually trying to run this tri-core setup. Relocate. Another kill.
They get Silent, but Faith Beyond, a huge pit of malice into a 4-man terrorized. And now Nothing to Say comes in, and it's a cleanup. Cleanup on all 9. Aster lose 4 for the price of 1. Oh, Faith. See, this is what I told you, Winter. It's all Faith Beyond. This man knows how to do it.
This was like a very dangerous position. They made a smoke back here because they were pushing here. I mean, this happens a lot. It's a very minor thing. Like they try to usually if you try to smoke and wrap around like this, if you find a kill here, never mind, Roche.
There's a lot of quills coming out, but they have a lot of heals from Y and XXS. There's that overconfidence we talked about, but he does save the Roshan. CQ. Gonna delay things. Chuan moving in. He does have the Dream Coil. There's the double Dream Coil, but a 3-man hit of Malice again. SCCC still trying to fight.
Grave.
Pops the BKB. Now Nothing to Say. Getting low and does go down. Not using the Dark Rift. In fact, he doesn't even have it Faith Beyond. He doesn't want it. But Xin is also going to lose his life. And now, Aster, they might be able to claim this Roshan for free.
Yep. I'm not sure if the BKB made a difference, but they won the fight. So this is going to be a Radiant win. I think that was like all the Bristleback, what he did. If he had waited for his team to respawn, the Roshan would have died. So by giving him his life, he ensures that his team were able to get there in time, kill the troll, get the Roshan. So a noble sacrifice from the Bristleback.
There it is, XXS. Giving away his life for that. You gotta be careful though if you are XXS. I mean, he's level 13. He's giving a lot of golden XP away with those deaths.
I know Mike would never do that. He would never take one for the team.
You'd be surprised what I do for my teams. Thank
What
you very
would you
much,
do
Mr.
for your
Winter.
team?
I'd do
Would you-
anything.
Would you die for everybody? Anyone on your team, not just the carry?
You know, I am a support man.
See the pause there itself, you know.
I
The
do main
pause does
support.
everything.
I do die a lot, Winter. I can tell you that. So whether it's for a teammate or not, that's a different story. But definitely, death is my best friend. This game.
So you should play Undying.
I don't like Undying.
But Death is your best friend.
Undying's boring.
Not a true support player. Undying is boring.
Aster, they're gonna move mid. XXS. They should be able to claim this tier 1. It looks like EHOME aren't gonna be there to defend this.
They need to wait for... I'm not sure if you should get a Shadow Blade now on the troll. I think you need the BKB. So I feel like without the BKB, I don't think the troll really wants to fight at the moment. They have to try to use the map presence they have with the Prophet. Try to play the lanes, push out the waves. But at the same time, they need to be very careful because they're playing against the IO. So anytime you show yourself on the lane, you're putting yourself at risk. So you have to try to use your treants to push out the lane more instead of the hero. And once again, look at the map. The Bristleback is alone, the other 4 are together, so... The Bristleback is actually the boss, you know?
Yeah, he's just freely farming, just getting everything off this map. He'll have that Heaven's Halberd up very, very soon, just needs that Talisman of Evasion. Now
And Gyro is here to fight with the team.
He is.
The Bristleback is not going to be part of the fight again unless they fight near near the outpost so he can teleport.
They are fighting into a pipe now.
That is so weird. Like if you think about it, the Iron Gyro should be here, and the other 3 should be together. But here we go, Trent coiling the Nature's Prophet.
Yeah, silent.
No way out.
No way out. Y tried to get in range for the shallow grave. It's going to cost him his life. Pit of Malice on 4. Again a 4-man terrorized, but do you have the follow-up? Nothing to say. He jumps in. They've actually relocated 2 out of there. So maybe now they can clean up and they get Fade on the Tusk, but they come back in SCCC. He wants to fight this. There's nothing to say.
BKB.
He does not have a BKB, but he does have Battle Trance. Still, there's a Heaven's Halberd, so he can't really afford to use it right now as they silence him up, and now he definitely can't get it off. And Aster, they'll continue moving forward trying to find more, but that's a great team fight from this Radiant side.
Excellent place there. I just want to remind you, the Prophet died here. He's on diet. He's on the line. I just want to engrave that in your mind. The line. Vika was complaining, like he's always telling me, you're always telling me this line, now it's in my head. Whenever I play.
Lines are important.
When I play Dota, he keeps thinking about what I'm telling him.
I like your lines, Winter. I think you're very good at drawing. I think you're fantastic at that, sir. Keep drawing lines, Winter. We enjoy it. I'm sure the viewers love it. It's always good to get, analysis from a real ex-pro player / coach / hotel manager. It's very good.
Okay, I regret spilling that information.
Now I want to know what hotel, so I can pay you a visit, Winter. Say hello.
I'll be hiding in the pantry. You won't find me.
Juan, gonna jump in. Has a day gone now? We'll just jump out.
The pantry is a very sad area. That's the place where you go and you cry after you get yelled at by a customer.
They'd never. Winter, you have a great smile. You look very friendly. I don't think anyone would yell at you.
Everyone makes mistakes, my friend.
Alright, so the state of the game. 5k net worth lead for Aster. They're looking good. The Aegis does expire, so they don't really get too many objectives out of that. But
why is the Tusk here? The Tusk should be here with the 3 of them. It's so weird how they are like moving around with this.
Mid lane? Almost bursting down Sync Q, forcing out the pipe usage. And I think Aster, they're feeling confident.
They are somehow winning, but I feel like they're not using the IO Gyro to the maximum extent of how you can abuse the map with this combination.
Do you think they could push it further?
Oh, like they were here. Like the IO Gyro was here, but the Tusk was here with them, and the Puck and Bristleback is here, like trying to engage the enemy. If anything, the 3 of them should be together, and the IO Gyro should be far away. That's how you use the relocate. Hey, if you're here and they take a fight here, then what? They're gonna relocate and you're gonna walk over to fight as a Tusk.
There you have it, Winter. They're not being as efficient as they should be.
Yeah, but they're still winning, so...
They're still winning.
Yeah.
What does it matter, right? If you're winning, you're winning.
No, it matters. You want it to be perfect, because you never know. You're winning this game, but it doesn't mean that you'll win the next 3 games. Correcting this mistake, rectifying this, might mean that you will win the next one.
It's very true. I like it.
Can't be happy with what you have now.
Never satisfied.
Yeah, you have to always look for things to improve. That's the thing about Dota, right? I'm sure you've heard about players talking about when the team wins a lot, it actually might affect their growth. Like if a new team wins a lot, it affects your growth as a team. It might be a negative way because everyone thinks that, oh, we are doing good, right? They're not gonna try to look at the small stuff that might be a problem in the future, or is already a problem, but it doesn't stop you from winning at the moment. It might stop you from winning in the future.
It is true. I gotta admit, like, I mean, sometimes winning can actually screw you over quite a bit. I wouldn't know, Winter. I don't win very much, so
Come on.
I'm always learning, Winter.
You're that guy. You always want to die for everyone, according to you. How can you not win games?
Because my teammates, they don't do anything when I die, Winter. They just
Oh, what? Loose pup? My teammates are the problem?
yeah, they smoke up. They're gonna rotate mid. Do they find something out of this smoke?
You hear that every day. My team! My team! Where's my team?
I'm gonna send you some replays later, Winter. You'll see.
Alright. I don't mind spending some time to rectify what you think is wrong with your teammates.
I don't tilt at them though. I'm very PMA. Okay? I don't say anything. I keep my mouth shut.
Alright, look at this smoke right now. This is correct. The three are
Yeah.
smoked.
3-man Dream Call as well, though no, it was actually a 2-man, but it doesn't matter. Nothing to say, pops a BKB. He's going to fight, he'll take down Fade. Now straight onto SCCC is XXS. Going to get caught out as the Bristle. They lock him down with an ensnare as well. Still, the puck jumps back in. It looks like they're going to leave XXS alone. The Bristle just going to die slowly.
What? Isn't he the carry? They are leaving him?
They've left him.
Definitely not the carry. Demoted. The Gyro is the carry now. Look at his items. He has a double damage. BKB X. Butterfly Nix.
Wow.
That's why they lost the fight. Look at the Gyro. He has so much banked with no interest. Obviously they're gonna lose the fight. They have 2k net worth lead and he has 4k in the bank. And they're taking a fight.
Well, he finally buys the Eagle Song now, but I agree with you. Like, you should never hold your gold like that. Just buy something.
Unless you need the buyback.
True. EHOME.
But this is something that is pretty common though if you observe tier 1.5 Dota or tier 2 Dota. Like sometimes it still happens in tier 1 Dota. It's about like communication, you know. Guys, I'm almost, even though it's the right move to make, they feel strong. They have a slight lead and they want to extend the lead to take over this area. But the carry player has to say, you know, you have to voice out as a core player. Whenever you feel that it's not a good time for you to fight, you have to voice out. You can't just follow the team. I'm sure you've run into this in pubs, right? Like the carries or the core players, they just follow what you want as a support. And they don't say anything, but after it goes bad, they'll say, why do you want me to fight? I don't understand. I need to finish this item. But then why are you not saying anything? Excuse me? I didn't force you to fight. I just merely asked you if you could come and fight, and you just came without saying anything.
See, now you're speaking my language, Winter. Now you get it. You understand why I'm losing these games. It's the carry problems. That's the problem. It's not me, Winter. I'm telling you.
It's not me, it's her. Typical.
It is true though. Like they really don't say anything. They just, you know, come in, die, blame me.
No, common excuse. The girls will tell you, it's not you, it's me.
I've heard that too many times in my life, Winter. Don't bring that PTSD back. EHOME.
It's a fond memory.
Yeah, I wouldn't say fond. Who's winning this game now? Aster, they have a 3k net worth lead. It has dropped a bit.
Doesn't feel like it's a decisive net worth at the moment. The game still feels like anyone can take it off a good team fight. And if you look at what's going to change the team fight, item timings and vision, like how they choose, where they choose to fight, positioning, how much vision they have, and what are the strongest timings. If you look at Dire, they're about to finish, I think, Assault Curious. That's a pretty big deal for the Nature's Prophet and his team.
I mean, yeah,
So
Silas kind of huge.
Alright, the same place they took a fight before. They're gonna catch a Willow. That's
Okay, so
great.
CQ dies.
She has buyback.
Faith gonna be around the tier 2, but they know they can't defend this. They'll leave it be.
Yep, they're gonna force the buyback with the Aegis at hand. Orb of Destruction as well on the Gyrocopter.
There's no buyback yet.
Cut the
CQ is
waves.
holding on.
Cut the waves. Oh, they can't.
And the creep wave's coming. Up to say, they're just gonna try and drag this out. Still no buyback from CQ.
Underlord has to try to be the mid shield. He has buyback. He should play more aggressive.
Bit of malice to be dropped. It's Triple C. They're gonna back off after the tier 3. No buyback, but they do lose that tower. I think
More
Aster's still
importantly,
happy.
A fight didn't happen. EHOME doesn't really want to fight when they don't have the Willow. And they kind of want to try to wait for the Assault Cuirass. Plus the Assault Cuirass is already there, but they want to wait for the Aegis to expire. That's like, I think, what, 1 minute, 1.5 minutes more before the Aegis runs out. So ideally that would be the best time for them to try to pick a fight after it expires. And Outpost, Radiant wants to defend with the Aegis.
Oh, they got the Brambles off, Curse Crown as well on the Gyro. Where's the IO? He's not around right now, but SCCC, do they go for him? Yeah, they do. The IO finally comes in and heals him up. And well, that's actually a lot of HP, nothing to say. We'll jump in with the
Fairy
BKB.
Fire.
Greater Fairy Fire indeed. They will bring him back up, and now they'll turn. 3-man Dream Call, though. Terrorize going to be thrown out on the Gyro, on the IO.
Terrorize.
They do get the IO. Was huge indeed as XXS, he finds a cheese, he eats the cheese. SCCC about to go down, they've lost Fade, they'll lose the Aegis, the buybacks are flying out. Fade, he's going to join this team fight again through the outpost, and now the Flak Cannon just Flak Cannoning them down, but Shallow Grave is there, and SCCC, he just melts. He goes down as now the Bristleback. XXS can't go anywhere, he's just stuck in the trees. And really? Sylar? He just started TPing instead of hitting him.
Sylar has Mercy. Mercy is shown. Well, moral of the story, look at where Radiant took the fight. Gyro was here. He ran down the stairs. He went to the low ground. So immediately they lost their advantage. They got hit by a huge terrorize by Jinq on the back lines, and the fight was pretty much gone after that.
Mid lane, Brambles, the puck will phase shift. Brambles does catch her out though, she uses up, nothing to say, can't really get the lockdown, but they go for more now. Chuan, they actually caught him! But he will not die. He will survive. Aster will be there to back up, but it almost feels like Aster are kind of, you know, they're kind of, I don't know, they're not playing the same strategic way. They're kind of reacting now to EHOME.
They're not taking the right fights, in my opinion. They had a strong timing with the Aegis. But the moment they ran down here, like, this is a very hard thing to decide in the game, you know, if you don't have a strong leader. And Dire is going to take advantage of that. Smoke is going to catch out the puck.
Hit a Malice. Rules again. Nothing to say. There with the whirling axes, though still the jaunt does allow Chuan to walk away from this.
Right now they have to hold this high ground. If they want to fight, they fight under this ward, Observer ward. Oh, they have no more Observer ward. Yeah, this is the place. They shouldn't run down the low ground if they want to fight. Stay on the high ground. They have a man. Whose mango tree is that? Radiant?
I believe it should be.
Yeah. See, EHOME is wisely not moving up. This is an excellent. Actually, why isn't he on here? Yeah. He just wants to farm the ancient. Yeah, wants to farm the ancient nature's prophet. This is excellent. Very good use of the dark. And right now, the waiting game for the Roche begins. It is spawning at a random time in 2 minutes. So teams are going to posture around the Roche. Dire doesn't really have too many observer wards around the Roshan, but Radiant has one good ward on the cliff. Oh, this Nature's Prophet is absolutely
huge
right now. Oh my god. Since when he got... I thought he just got the AC like 2 minutes ago.
That's Sylar for you though. Like he always gets massive on these profits. Every time, without a doubt. And this is what that point you saw SCCC that huge team fight we saw last time around. He just melted. He can't take this damage from Sylar. In fact, they're going to start a fight mid lane. Tusk Chance are going to catch Troll. Battle Trance is available. He just goes on the BB. XXS is starting to melt, but they do get the snowball off. Nothing to say, just waiting, and now the Battle Trance. He sees SCCC. He wants the kill on the gyro. Immediately chasing that man down as Sylar gets XXS, and Chuan is dead on the puck, but now they find nothing to say. He got a little too greedy with that Battle Trance, but they can still follow up. Q, he's there with the Yules. Terrorize on the IO, but they miss Baboka. He can still heal him up as now Fade jumps back in on the Tusk, but what can you do to help? Sylar's there.
No damage.
He has the damage.
No damage.
They have 0 damage with this Underlord around, and SCCC just needs to run. But Q jumps in, but the relocate. It will save the gyro, but you know, I don't want to say I told you so, but this is what happens when I see gyrocopters, Winter.
And this IO saving the carry, that's you, right?
That was me. I'm the hero, while the rest of my team's just dead from a...
It's okay, I can be the villain. You can be the hero. For today. Just today.
Just today. Well, it looks like EHOME are going to rush for a tier 3 tower now. There's no buybacks available. And... yeah, there's 1 Rax, maybe even 2, right? Like, you've still got so much time here for EHOME.
Look at the Underlord, he has so much damage from the fight. Imagine if you had the axe right now. Wow.
Yeah, amazing.
Everything just goes down.
EHOME, Dark Rift, take a secondary Rax, no risk being taken.
Nice, nice. And they're gonna be in time for Bounty Ruins. Excellent.
Surgical plays here from EHOME. And do you think, has Aster missed their timing? Like, it seems like a very, very hard game now for Aster.
Oh, they missed the timing the last game when they were supposed to win the last game. I don't think they missed much this game.
What can you do now, though? Like, it seems like...
Got a first item BKB. They sort of had a small window. They were taking a lead. It was like, what, 3 to 4 kill lead. But this fight here, right here, they went on the low ground. But right now, they're trying to get the Roshan.
They get it.
Aegis refresher on the gyro. But I still feel like Dire is okay at taking a fight, even against this Aegis Cheese and Roshan. Aegis Cheese and Refresher.
Yeah, now you've got a side device on Faith Beyond coming. Just casually buys.
He actually went for the Hexer instead of the Crimson, so he feels like there's already no more damage from this gyro. So all I need to do is catch this puck, and they have no initiate. And gyro cannot kill anyone.
If they do catch that puck, that'll be a double Dream Coil being removed from the fight. Kind of amazing.
Isn't it better on the gyro though? Double BKB, double cooldown.
That is an Axe Coil.
Oh, Axe. Oh, okay, fine. That is a fair assessment. The Axe coil will be more valued.
Yeah.
But even then, you call them if you don't have enough damage. I don't think the Dire worries about it too much. They have a lot of sustain from the Dazzle, the Heal, the Grave, and the Pipe and the Greaves on the Underlord. That's what is missing right now from the Raiden. They do not have that one hero that can build all these team items here. EHOME has the Underlord, the Pipe, the Mech. This is like being a huge difference maker, and on top of things, the Aura that's mitigating a lot of the damage coming out from the gyro. You saw the last fight. He was right-clicking some... I can't remember who he was right-clicking, but it did no damage. It literally was tickling the hero.
Yeah. It's
oh yeah, he was right-clicking Faith Band. Yeah, he was right-clicking Faith Band.
Yeah, did nothing. And now he's going for an Abyssal Blade. In fact, oh, never mind. He's going Divine. All right.
Oh, that's more like it.
It's time to man up. It's really the only answer they have left.
Damage is the problem. You fix the problem by buying damage.
Is the Divine enough?
If it's not enough, then they should call GG.
All right. Well, it's the only
Maybe
option.
2 Divines. Get 2 Divines. If 1 is not enough.
Faith, Dark Rift, down to the bot lane.
Oh, this could be big. The gyro.
Oh, S Triple C,
Surprise!
the Scythe of Vice, and now the Terrorize comes out. He has no buyback gold. He can't afford to die like this. He does have the Aegis at least, but Boca does go down on the IO, and Fade has also been lost.
Underlord is Craigasm with the Dark Wave.
He
What a
was
play.
pretty on point with that. He really was.
It is very difficult to use this ultimate in a very good way. It's not easy. It sounds like a simple spell, right? Teleporting to somewhere.
They're going for T4s. Another Pit of Malice. Sylar is there with the right-click damage onto XXS.
What is this gyro without the IO?
Nothing. Faith Beyond. Just going to rotate around now. Looks like they'll try to go for that third Rax and just try and secure the game. Sylar already there. Doesn't have Treants, but won't really matter as he has plenty of damage just on his own. They're just waiting for this IO. They're not committing that buyback yet. It looks like they're kind of comfortable with losing this last Rax.
Are they serious?
It seems like they're going to just... Yeah, there's the Divine. They were waiting. Now Pit of Malice comes in, but they're jumping in with the Dream Call straight onto Sylar. They want that Nature's Prophet. They'll find one in the form of Fade and Y going down now, but S Triple C, it just doesn't matter. Nothing to say. He finds Mavoka. Aegis is gone. S Triple C, he's a sitting duck, and that's GG. The Divine was not enough.
Maybe if he had 2 Divine there. Maybe.
You think?
Maybe, just maybe.
Well, that'll be it. EHOME take it 2-0.
They didn't do enough with the early game snowball lineup that they had with the gyro IO. But I felt like there were a lot of cases where they're not playing the map correctly, you know? Remember when I'm telling you how they should be segregating their heroes when they have this IO? Because usually when you look at the Chinese team play IO, they are not very good with the hero. Compare it to like a European team playing with like OG, Secret. They utilize the map really well, like who is supposed to be in which area to set up for the relocate. Because the idea of having the IO in the game is not just for the relocate to kill heroes, but so that you play in a way that allows you to abuse the whole map. You can farm everywhere because you can always be there. So you're allowed to farm at places that you would otherwise not be allowed to farm. Remember the line I'm telling you, I was drawing all the time to you. With IO and Gyro, you can bypass that line because it's a unique situation.
It was interesting. I mean, I agree that the first item BKB on SCCC, I've always disagreed with that on gyrocopters and you see it every time as well. It just, I don't know, it feels very lackluster.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if the biggest reason that they lost is because of the first item BKB. It's not ideal. I agree it's not ideal, but I don't think that was like the biggest reason that they lost. I felt like the way they are playing the lineup is not really efficient to utilize the IO. When you don't utilize the IO, and you, like you said, you go past your timing, you're supposed to be strong at this period, like say until 20 minutes. But you didn't really do enough. You have like a 3k goal lead, and then you botch a team fight. And you look at the IO lineup, they have this Troll, Underlord, Nature's Prophet, Triple Core, which is going to out carry. Because you have a Puck. Puck doesn't do as well as the game goes by. He's just like a spellcaster. You're relying on your Bristleback and Gyro. But Bristleback can't really do like too much in the fights because he went for all the utility items. He wasn't going for like a greedy carry build, like maybe with a Radiance. And the Gyro got countered in the game by the Underlord. That is why you see why I said that the last pick there was quite critical when they're deciding who are we going to put as the win condition. Are we still on the path that we believe this Gyro is going to be able to win the game even with the presence of the Underlord, or we have to pick a new hero that would allow us to have a win condition?
Well, Winter, thank you for that expert analysis. I do appreciate it. So I've learned quite a lot from you, I've got to say.
Anything for you, mate.
Thank you so... Oh, the Australian's coming out of you. By the way, you were reserving judgment. I told you every time I cast Gyrocopter, it will lose. So if any team sees me in the lobby, do not draft Gyrocopter. It's not going to work. I don't know what it is. I'm a jinx on Gyrocopter. It doesn't work. Regardless, it's been an absolute pleasure casting with you for the first time ever, Winter. Fantastic analyst. I wish you the best in the future, and hopefully we get to work with each other again in the future. If you like Winter, of course, follow Winter over on Twitter at Winter Dota. I'm at MLP Dota. Winter, I'll see you next time.
Cheers, mate.
I'll see you then.